Well, hello everyone, and good day to you. Welcome to our class. I'm Jerry Smith from Stockton, California. That's in the USA. I'll be your teacher for our lesson today, Expressing a Wish. That's our lesson topic. But before we begin the lesson proper, let's briefly review some in-class student guidelines that should help you have a more enjoyable experience in the class. You should be able to see the in-class student guide in the center of your screen. Please follow along as I read each point out loud. Number 1, please enable your Flash Player to access your audio device by right-clicking on the screen of the classroom and choose Settings. Check Allow and Remember, and then you can close the pop-up window. Okay, I have a message in the chat pod. You can't hear me well. Is that true for everybody? I have one person in the chat pod that says they are unable to hear me very well. If the other class members cannot hear me well, please let me know in the chat pod. Otherwise, I'll continue and then we can talk more about that later. Secondly, please use a headset or headphones with a separate microphone today. Please do not use speakers. They will cause an awful disturbance in the class, and I'm sure you don't want to do that. Okay, so looks like we have some technical difficulties on my end. Let me try changing my microphone. Just one moment. Okay, let's try that. How is that? Is that a little better? Well, if you're using speakers, it's not going to be clear. I noticed one person put on the headset. Yeah, you should try to use the headset anyway, because we don't want to use speakers. That's point number 2. Okay, thirdly, please make sure to run the audio setup wizard before you speak in the class today. You can do that by going to the meeting menu, select Audio Setup Wizard, and then just follow the step-by-step instructions on the screen. Fourthly, please make sure to raise your hand. You can do that by going to the raise hand icon at the top of the screen and make sure that it's green, or you can use the quick button on the left side and it's the same process. Now once you raise your hand, I'll be happy to call on you and you'll get a speaker at that time. A microphone. Now once you have the microphone, please make sure to activate it by going to the top of the screen and click on the icon, or on the left side of your screen you can use the quick button. And please make sure to mute your microphone when you're not speaking so as not to disturb your fellow classmates. And finally, you can adjust the volume of your speaker and microphone by going to the top of the screen and select from the drop-down menus. Okay, well, I appreciate your patience as we worked out that technical problem. I actually bought a new set of headphones not long ago, and apparently it's not so good. So I went back to the old one. So hopefully you can hear me clearly enough. I'm going to ask you to look on the right side of your screen. You should see my green arrow pointing to some red text. This area of the screen or classroom is known as the notepod. And here I'll be giving you feedback during our class today. So please make sure that you look on the right side of the screen as well during the class today. And at this time I'm going to ask each of you to introduce yourself to the class. And just one moment as I give you microphones. And I'll ask you each to introduce yourself in just a moment. Let's start first with Roberto. Can you introduce yourself, please?
Yes, my name is Roberto. I live in Mexico. I live in Monterrey City, which is located in the northeast of my country. I like to spend time on gardening. I really like, and I love swimming as well.
Okay, Roberto, thank you very much. Nice to meet you and welcome to our class. Let's go next to Sahar. Can you introduce yourself, please? Okay, Sahar, thank you very much. Sounds like you're quite the busy person, and welcome to our class. Thank you again for joining us. And let's go next to Anne. Can you introduce yourself, please? Yes, Anne, if you can hear me, could you introduce yourself to the class, please? Okay, perhaps Anne is having some technical difficulties, and that does happen in this electronic environment, electronic classroom. And so hopefully you'll be able to join us later, Anne. Let's go next to Ikuyo.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. I'm Ikuyo. I'm from Japan. I'm a housewife. And in my spare time, I like to go to the gym for swimming. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Ikuyo, and also welcome to the class. I see Anne has a microphone problem. Okay, so Anne, let's try again, and go right ahead. Okay, Anne, thank you very much, and yes, that does happen, so hopefully we can all be patient with each other again in this electronic technological classroom. Things do go wrong at times. And let's go to our next classmate is Hara, but he or she has stepped away. So we're going to stop the introduction at this time, and we're going to go right into our lesson. So let's jump in. Our topic today is expressing a wish. It is an upper intermediate level lesson. And if you've chosen the right level for yourself, it's not extremely difficult and it's not extremely easy. It should be just right for you. And if you have not selected the right level for yourself, you might have difficulty, or it might be a little too easy for you. Either way, let's try to be patient with each other as you try to practice using English in our context today. Okay? And let's go to our first question. You see a question on the slide. Do you believe wishes come true? If you would like to respond to that, please raise your hand. I'll be happy to call on you. Do you believe wishes come true? Okay, Anne raised her hand. Go right ahead.
I think to work hard and if you give time, you will be given. I believe this rule. Yeah, that's all.
Okay, Anne, thank you. I'm sorry, but your input, your audio was a little broken, so I wasn't able to hear a complete message. If you like, you can type it in the chat pod, and I can post it in the note pod. Let's go next to Ikuyo. What do you think? Do wishes come true?
Thank you. Yes, in my childhood, I used to believe wishes can come true, and now I want to believe. And I make it the point to pray for my daughters when before going to bed. It's a kind of a little bit sounds strange, but I make it the point for my daughters. Thank you.
Okay, Cleo, thank you very much. And so in your childhood, it's no problem believing that, but as you get older, you want to believe more. And you can see Anne's comments. They're posted in the note pod or the chat pod if you'd like to look at that. Let's go next to Sahar. Okay, thank you very much, Sahar. And if we work for them is Sahar's comment. And let's go then to Roberto.
Yeah, I believe in what people call the law of the attraction. It's something related with the wishes. If you believe in something, if you strongly believe in something, if you keep that in mind, if you work to get it real, yeah, in that sense, wishes can come true.
Okay, Roberto, thank you very much. And Roberto is expressing the law of attraction. Basically, you're believing, I think maybe positive energy, perhaps. Well, I appreciate those of you who responded. Great start. And I'm going to ask you, what do you see in the picture? And can you tell us, how does it relate to our topic today? What do you see in the picture, and how does it relate to our topic? If you can respond to that, Please just raise your hand. And I saw Ikuyo, your hand went up first, so go right ahead.
Yes, I think it's a shooting star, like a comet. And when I see a shooting star, I wish I play for something. Probably the wish I want to realize. Thank you.
Wow, very good answer, Ikuyo. I appreciate that. And let's hear from Sahar. Okay, so Sahar doesn't believe in shooting stars. Well, wishing on a shooting star. I remember the old Walt Disney, what is that, Jiminy Cricket, Pinocchio, When You Wish Upon a Star. Okay, I think about that when I see this picture. And, okay, good start, everyone. And we're going to go into our next activity. This is our introductory task. And at this point, it's going to get a little more personal. Can you tell the class about a wish that you have? It doesn't have to be extremely personal, of course, but even if it is, remember, no one can see you. So, and I'm sure they don't know where you live. But if you'd like to do that, just raise your hand and share with us a dream or a wish that you have. And let's go with, I saw Anne, your hand went up first. Go right ahead, Anne.
Thank you, teacher. I want to have more time. This is my wish, so that I can finish everything which I plan. Sometimes if I don't follow my plan, I will feel very worried, and and I didn't practice my plans one day. Then I think that this will ruin my entire plans of the entire annual plan or the monthly plan. That's all. Thank you.
Okay, Anne, thank you very much. And by the way, I can hear you much more clearly, so something is working better. And let's go next to Sahar. Okay, Sahar, thank you so much. I can hear in your voice just the excitement about the dreams that you have. And wow, I really wish you the best on your dreams. And you might try wishing on a star, but I think you have the right idea too. You have to work towards those. Well, you mentioned about speaking fluent English, like a teacher, I think you mentioned, and you'd like to travel around the world and also to be healthier. We have an expression in the USA, health is wealth, and I think you have the right idea on that. Let's go then to Ikuyo.
Thank you. Personally, I am quite satisfied with my current life, so I don't have any dream except two. One dream, one wish is, as I said before, my daughter's happiness. I have two daughters, but they are single. I am a little bit worrying about their marriage, and the other is, like Sala English improvement. I wish I could speak English more fluently. And this is not personal wish, but I hope world peace. Last week, as you know, in Algeria, a kidnapping in Algeria, and reportedly 10 Japanese are kidnapped and killed. I felt very sorry about this incident, in this accident in Algeria. Thank you.
Okay, Ikuyo, thank you so much. And yes, that is sad or bad news, that particular case. And well, I appreciate that. Not too many people can say they're satisfied with their life, and so your wish is for your is outside of yourself. It's for your children. So that's wonderful. And of course, you mentioned improving English. And let me just say, those of you who have that wish, you're already taking a step in the right direction by not only participating in the class, but you're saying and speaking and doing a great job. Well, it's interesting, if you'll notice, we've heard from the ladies, but we haven't heard from any men. And I think we have the one man. If you'd like to, Roberto, go right ahead.
Yeah, I think one of my wishes is to something specific visit, to have the opportunity to visit the Bora Bora Islands, to stay there for a while, maybe 1 month. I mean, I really love the color of the ocean in that place. To stay in that kind of bungalows, just 2 meters over the sea level. I think it's can be a very great experience. So it's one of my wishes in my life.
Well, Roberto, I think that's a fantastic wish to visit Bora Bora. I hope I spelled that correctly. And, I can't say that I've ever heard that wish before, so that's quite unique. And I hope that works out for you. Well, if you will, look at the pictures. You can see 3 pictures in the center of our screen. And they're fairly common wishes that people have. And I'm wondering if you can identify what wishes are indicated in the picture. What wishes are indicated in pictures? Actually, what 3 wishes? And Ikuyo, go right ahead.
Okay, first picture, having a lot of money, yeah, get a lucrative job and being a millionaire or something like that. And second picture is traveling. And third picture, I think this wish is only for men obtaining a gorgeous car. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Ikuyo. So you think the third one is for the men in the audience? Okay. So money, yeah. Basically, these are the English town's interpretation of common wishes: money, travel, a new car, or a very nice car, as Ikuyo mentioned. Well, I wonder, class, have you heard anything that has surprised you? Has anything surprised you in the responses of your classmates? You can look in the notepad to review. You can see Anne wanted more time, and Sahara wanted to travel in English. Yes, Ikuyo.
Thank you. Um, none of their dreams surprised me a lot, but I have one suggestion to the someone who said her dream is having more time. I am like her. I am very busy, but I'm enjoying being busy. So being busy is not so terrible thing. That is a kind of happiness. If you were a lazy, if you were required by someone, so you would be busy. Thank you.
Okay, Ikuyo, thank you. Appreciate the comments and even the advice. And I think you were speaking about Anne's comment. Anne, go right ahead.
Okay. In fact, I just want to thank you, the student, the share her feelings and or experience. But sometimes I just want to say, sometimes I feel really tired, and I will think about whether I should stop and enjoy my life, and so that I don't run too fast. And so this is the reason I want to have more time. And also, to be honest, I don't surprise at any wishes which made by our classmates. I think they are very normal. They just come from their need or their requirement. They just want to be there so that they can enjoy their night to live better. Yeah, that's all. Thank you.
Okay, Anne, thank you so much. I appreciate the comments. I'm really smiling behind the electronics. I think it's wonderful the level of participation that I'm seeing today, and that's exactly how you improve fluency and confidence using English. Let's hear from Sahar. Okay, yeah, the others have we could say maybe not uncommon, a little different, but we've heard similar to that. But Roberto, Bora Bora, yeah, I think also is quite unique. Roberto, go right ahead.
Yeah, I think one of the wishes could surprise me is the one about the one related with the time, to have more time, because in the way that it is complex, because um, time is the same for everybody. Day has just 24 hours, and maybe can depend on the way you use your time, the way you can be organized, if you can get, if it can be more useful for you the day. It's something abstract because depends very much on each person, on the way they live their lives. So that's why I was surprised or interested on the kind of wish somebody mentioned.
Okay, Roberto, thank you. I appreciate the comment about time being abstract. Good use of the vocabulary. Abstract meaning, well, it's really hard to shape it. It's hard to get a complete idea of that. And, well, thank you. It's not really a concrete thing that we can save or store or manipulate in some way. Well, I appreciate the comments. We're going to go on to our vocabulary. You can see some words or phrases in a blue box. I'm going to ask if I can, Anne, can you please read the words or phrases in the blue box for us?
Thank you, teacher. A lot of money, a luxury car, good luck, more time. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Anne. I appreciate that. And which of these are abstract and which are concrete? How about the first one? Is a lot of money abstract or concrete wish? If you'd like to respond, just raise your hand. Yes, Ikuyo.
Thank you. I think a lot of money is under concrete because I can see a lot of money is visible. Thank you.
Yes, correct. Money is visible. Concrete is something we can maybe see, touch, taste, feel, but abstract is something that we cannot. How about a luxury car? Someone else? Abstract or concrete? Abstract or concrete? Yes, Anne. Okay, very good. So again, abstract is something we cannot touch or see or feel or manipulate. Concrete is something that we can see and touch and feel. So they're actually opposite terms. And how about good luck? Is that abstract or concrete? Okay, Ikuyo.
Yes, of course, abstract because it's invisible. Thank you.
Yes, very good. And more time, I'll answer that one is abstract. So hopefully you can see from the examples the actual meaning of the words. Good luck and more time cannot see. So some of you have abstract wishes, others have concrete wishes, and it helps us to classify what we're talking about. I wonder if we can add any more words to this list, such as abstract or concrete. If you'd like to, just raise your hand. I'll be happy to call on you. Can we add any more words to the abstract? Maybe the concrete's fairly easy. How about abstract? Yes, Sahar. Exactly, Sahar. You have the right idea. Yeah, happiness, health, those are abstract ideas. Concrete is maybe very easy for us to imagine. And let's go to Ikuyo.
Okay, and for me, wealth and health are abstract, and blunt name back is concrete. Thank you.
Yes, very good. Now it's interesting that Ikuyo mentioned wealth. Wealth is an abstract term. If you say money, money is a concrete term. However, wealth is it's what is that? It depends on who's looking at it. It depends on it's a relative term. And so, very good, Ikuyo. And let me go then to another question. You can see another question there at the bottom. What are some common abstract or concrete wishes that people have in your country? Sometimes within a culture or a country there are some common wishes. Maybe you could share those with us, and by way of understanding each other's cultures a little better. Roberto, how about in your country?
Well, I think in Mexico, most of the people wish to have a good life. Maybe not to be rich, but to have, a big house, good cars, good education, a nice place to stay, enough money to live a good life. I I have heard this kind of wishes most of the time from many people.
Okay, Roberto, thank you. And so Roberto has just shared with us a slice of Mexican culture, a good life, big house. These are common desires or wishes in Mexico. How about Sahar? Okay, Sahar, thank you so much for sharing that. And I believe in your introduction you mentioned Palestine. So satisfaction is an abstract wish in your country, and money, luxury car, new house, or land. And so these are common wishes there in Palestine. Thank you so much, Sahar. I think this is fantastic because we're hearing from different cultures also, not just vocabulary, but from cultures. And would anyone else like to share a common wish in your country? Yes, Ikuyo.
Yeah, I'm from Japan, and in Japan we have a custom to go to the shrine for the new year, and we pray our house prosperity, yeah, for the family members, and not only happiness but also prosperity. Thank you.
Ah, yes. So we're going beyond happiness and satisfaction to prosperity. And well, thank you, Kuyo, for sharing that Japanese culture. And it sounds like your wishes earlier were along the same line as prosperity for your daughters. And let's go then to Anne.
I think in China, many people would make wishes, would make abstract wishes, such as good last more time, good health, um, yeah, that's it. And normally people will talk about their wishes with their family members, and as for the concrete wishes, people will make those wishes when they have to prepare something. Like tomorrow, they um they will they will go to take the GRE exam. Maybe they will go to the temple to make a wish to make a wish to reach make a wish and wish that they can uh pasta instead tomorrow, something like that. When they have to do something, then they will make a concrete wish. That's all. Thank you.
Okay, so it sounds like, and correct me if I'm wrong, in China, more often is the concrete wish for something that they can have, such as maybe a house or something. Okay, I see the check mark. Thank you. Well, those of you responding, thank you so much. We're going to go into our practice slide, and this may have to be our final activity depending on the time. But we're in no hurry. Let's just enjoy the ride. And let me briefly, if you'll look on the right side of the screen, you'll see in the notepad the grammar focus of our lesson today. You have already been using it. You probably haven't realized it. But when we're talking about wishes, we use what is called an unreal conditional. And we say, I wish, and we use normally the simple past tense when making a wish. So you can see the examples. I wish I had, I wish I was, and I wish I could. This is how we express wishes in English. So we use the I wish, the conditional plus simple past. Now you can see on our screen which of these wishes are true or false for you. I'm going to reveal all of them. And you can see the tense, but grammatically speaking, you can see the tense for each one is a past, simple past. I'm going to ask you, if you can, to go through the list. Each of you, go down the list and tell us which wish is true or false for you. So is the first one true, the second one, etc., etc. If you would like to do that, just raise your hand and I can call on you, and we'd love to hear from you. So which wishes are true or false for you? Yes, Ikuyo.
Thank you. Yeah, number 3 statement is true for me. I wish I were taller. If I were taller, I could reach the top shelf and to get something easily from the shelf. Thank you.
Okay, Ikuyo, that is a very fundamental wish, and it made me smile to hear that. So you wish you were taller so you could get things from the top shelf. Very nice. And how about Sahar? Okay, Sahar, thank you for those responses, and brought a smile to my face, a couple of your comments. Yeah, number 6, quite clearly, you already mentioned earlier. How about someone else? Which wishes are true or false for you? If you'd like to respond to that. Yes, Roberto, go right ahead.
Well, for me, wish number 1 and wish number 6 are true for me. I mean, I wish if I could have more money, and then definitely I wish to speak English better than now. Number 2 and 3 are false for me because I'm tall. I consider I'm tall, and about time. Well, it's a matter of the way you can organize your day. And about the wish number 4, I would like to share with you, singular phrase I heard about to wish to be famous. Someone says that live your life don't live your life to be noticed. Live your life to be noticed when you are absent. And I consider that's a quite interesting reflection. And about singing, I consider I like karaoke, and I consider I sing good for me. Thank you.
Okay, Roberto, thank you. I appreciate the, what is that, maybe a proverb, we could call it a proverb, and don't live your life to be noticed. is what you meant. That's good. That's good advice. And those are the kind of things that we have to pass on to our children and children's children. Those kinds of wise words. Let's hear from Anne. Go right ahead.
Yeah, I wish I had a lot of money. It didn't mean that I don't work hard. I just want to have some spare money to travel around the world and do something do some other favorite things more fairly. And I wish I had more time. The reason I had mentioned before, so I will pass this one. I wish I was taller. Yeah, I wish I was taller because I think when I become taller, I will become thinner, and I don't need to always I don't need to always be on diet because I love to eat. Yeah. I wish I was famous. No, I don't make this wish because being famous will bring me a lot of troubles. But yeah, I want to be a normal person, but I have a normal mind. Yeah, I wish. I don't wish I could sing well because in China karaoke is really popular, and but normally I would just go out with my friends and family members, so they don't care if I sing really badly. We just enjoy the fun in this karaoke room. And I wish I could speak English fluently. I think this is my final goal to learn English in EF. I really want to speak oral English very, very good. Very, very well, sorry, very, very well when I graduate from EF. Thank you. That's all.
Okay, Anne, thank you very much. And class, I'm going to have to stop at this time, and we're going to go fast forward to our summary slide and wrap up the class. Today, we practiced expressing wishes. We used the I wish plus present simple tense. And we didn't get to finish all of the slides or all of the activities, but in reality, it's not about finishing the lesson per se, but about participating in the lesson. And the more you participate, the longer the lesson will be. The more you participate, the benefit is you develop more fluency and even confidence using English. So I appreciate that, and please don't let that concern you. Another reason is the slides are now available for you to look through back and review, and also look at any new activity there. Now, we here at Englishtown invite you to stay in the class even after the class has officially ended or formally ended. And what is the reason for that? Well, we want you to practice English together. Our topic today is a really interesting topic, and I think you all could share a lot with each other. And so we have before you go questions, and you can use those as a way to communicate with your classmates. Also, if you go back to the practice slide and the final task slide, there are some good questions there as well. I'd also like to invite each of you to copy the class notes from the notepad. Just select all, copy, and then paste into a Word document, and then you can study them in the future. Well, class, I had a wonderful class today, and I would thank everyone for your participation. I wish you a great day or evening where you are in the world today, and hope we can meet again here in Englishtown. Take care, everyone, and bye-bye.